Alright, what is going on, everybody? It's Tristan, and today in this video what I got going on for you guys is we're going to discuss something very simple, but this has been requested. I've seen some people asking me to discuss the Jordan 1 yellow toe or the Jordan 1 taxi, whatever you want to call it. It is coming up and we're going to be talking about it, what I think you guys should do. Kind of my best opinion on it. I'm really going to break it down, so we'll just kind of get into that. But if you guys want more content like this, check my Instagrams down below. I'm going to be getting a post here soon, and don't forget, check out my cook group's Twitter and Instagram. Be sure you guys follow that down below. We're almost at 450 on the Instagram, which is dope. I feel like we're going to have a really good kind of group of people starting out. So let me know in the comments if you're going to be joining. Just go follow those pages, and stay tuned. If you retweet our recent post on Twitter or on Instagram, if you repost that on your story and just comment below, you're actually going to be eligible to have your first month free. I'm personally going to be giving a couple people their first month free, just so they can kind of test out the group, see what we have to offer. But that's really everything I need to say. It's going to be good, so stay tuned. But that's all. Let's kind of get started, and subscribe and like for more content like this, of course. Like goal, we'll just stay, we'll say 300. I'm gonna slow it down here, stop trying to be a mess while talking, and yeah, just go check these out down below. It would mean the world to me, and let's just kind of get talking on these. So first things first, these have already dropped a significant amount in price. If you go look at the bigger sizes, they're kind of chilling at 260, 250, and then you got some of the mid-range sizes at around 220, 230. Now, my personal opinion, someone came in my DM the other day and asked me about this. I said you should probably sell this one now, unless you really want to hold it through the release date and on. We still are kind of in that down point of the market where I don't feel like ones are going to be rising in price very suddenly. Although this is a good pair, it looks pretty good. I feel like it won't be too hard to style, and it will be one that people are interested in. It just ones haven't been too hot recently over the last few months, but we are in a slow recovery state. So if you wanted to maybe get a few pairs, nothing that's really going to break your budget too much, maybe some grade school sizes, because I'm sure the grade school pairs, if you go look at that right now, these aren't probably, if there is grade school pairs, I'm only seeing the PS ones. There has to be grade school though. For some reason, I'm not seeing it on StockX, but I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of grade school sizes that do drop. We're just not seeing them yet, which is kind of interesting on any of the apps. But let me know down below if I'm incorrect on that, if there is only going to be adult and PS sizes. I'd be very shocked to not see grade school sizes on ones. Ones are usually full family size run, fair stock, you know what I mean? Like, you'll be able to maybe even see them, at some of your local places a couple days after and scoop some pairs there. Realistically, I might be able to do that when these, drop on release date. If I was back here in Charlotte, I'm sure there'd be a couple places I could go to that might have a couple pairs like that. But again, if there is a grade school version of these, definitely look out for them. See if they go into retail, definitely buy a couple to buy at that point, because or not definitely, that was a messy sentence, but if let's say there was a grade school version of these, I'm not seeing them, but if there is, then if they go into retail, definitely buy some, because they're going to go right back up. Just go look at, for example, the bleach coral grade school pairs. Those are some ones that went under retail, all the way down at 140, 145 on StockX. Like, you were not making anything selling them there, and now they're up at like 190, 200. So it takes time. But again, I still feel like if you have adult size pairs, now with grade school ones, if again there is a a listing or something like that where I'm missing and they're at like 190, 200 right now, I would personally take that sale. That's just my opinion, because I feel like they could drop further. Same with these. We haven't seen the main release for these at a lot of locations. I'm still waiting to see most of the stock. While these do have some consistent sales, and I wouldn't be surprised, again, already 1,500 sales, and it would not shock me if these started rising into its release date, which is September 24th. So it wouldn't shock me if we saw these start, slowly rising in price to show that there is some demand for them before. But again, my opinion still is that sell them a little bit before release date if you just kind of want to be safe, or just sell them now and then buy, kind of back in a couple weeks after release date, because these aren't going to make any progress fast if it does happen, to start rising. It's just not going to happen within like the first week or first 2 weeks, in my opinion. Maybe within the first month. I wouldn't, probably see this one rising more than maybe $20 within its first month. But again, it depends what happens, how much people like these. We'll kind of know more around release day, seeing, how much talk there is, kind of the hype around, and we'll be able to determine more things around then, seeing all the drop locations, all the sizes. If there ends up being no grade school pairs, then, I mean, that's not really going to affect anything. That's just going to be kind of like, okay, a little bit of a shock, but I'm sure there will be down the line somewhere. But if you were to hold any of these adult sizes in the future, I'd probably target sizes 11 through 13, or really 10.5 plus. That would be kind of my safer bets, bigger sizes, just because, the demand for them is about the same as the smaller ones. But, there is not nearly as many pairs, so they're going to be going for more. That's kind of the case with most sneakers. You'll just kind of see those bigger sizes, 11 through 13, going for more because, again, not as many. So the time when I would hold this sneaker, I probably wouldn't actually start buying to hold pairs of these until like October if I was going to even consider, you know, the fact of holding them. I'm just, again, I think it's just kind of like a sell now. Like most ones, they're kind of maybe a slow rise where you might be able to make an extra $50 dollars a pair when they eventually do start rising, and I'll be sure to let you guys know about that. But I just don't see that happening soon. Even around the release date, I don't see these making, too much progress rising kind of quickly because we're just still kind of in that market where we're in a recovery state. So it's kind of a lot of random pairs, grade school sizes, things like that are going up right now, and not necessarily adult pairs. There's not many adult pairs that are going up too much right now. I mean, the bleach core ones, like let's say these were to drop down to 180, 190, like right around retail, yeah, I would definitely say, hey, look at this one, they'll probably go back up to, 220, 250. I mean, if you bought in at 190, let's say you bought 10 pairs at 180, 190, then you sold them up at 250, 260, I mean, that's a pretty good come up right there. And that probably wouldn't take too long to happen realistically. But again, kind of like that October span, if you end up getting access to a lot of retail pairs, then my personal advice that I would have is, just hold half, sell half, and that you'll be fine there because you're never going to be down on this one. If it's not going to go below retail in adult sizes, I can guarantee that. Close to it, maybe. Below retail in the grade school ones, maybe, but I don't see the adult pairs at least dipping below retail. Not realistic to me. This is too nice of a one, and honestly, with the amount of sales in the last 3 days, it shows you ones are not dead. Again, it's just kind of like, as I discussed in yesterday's video, we have sneaker trends where pairs will be really up at certain points and really down at certain points. Ones are pretty down right now, but again, they'll get back up to that portion where they're going for high prices. There's no doubt about that. Ones have been around forever. So that's just kind of how it is. But that's my personal opinion on the Jordan 1 Yellow Toe. So if you're confused about my opinion, my personal opinion on these is if you end up getting grade school pairs, I would personally hold those, especially, again, but if they're selling at 190, 200, take that sale. I feel like that's a safe bet. But if they end up dipping, down to like 140, that'd be a great point to buy in because they definitely will make some progress back up. There's no doubt in my mind there. But for the adult ones, I just think take that sale now, maybe around release date, look at it again. But I feel like there will be a lot more safer bets coming around that time that we will be able to check out. But still not a bad one. So that's everything. Again, we'll head into the outro. If you guys want to check out my cook group or anything like that down below, feel free. I would really appreciate the follow on the Twitter or the Instagram, wherever you want to follow, or both places. It would be great. And we're coming soon. I mean, on August 19th, 20th, the countdown is, not very far out. We're definitely going to continue growing on Instagram. Goals 1,000 followers before launch. I'm going to try and do that. So again, each each follower counts. I really do appreciate that. And again, subscribe, like for more content like this. I said the like goal is like 300. I've asked for that in the last few videos, so I definitely need to switch it up. I will make sure I do that. And yeah, check me out down below here. But main two places I'd love for you guys to check is this. We're gonna have a lot to offer for you guys. Everything you need. It's gonna be great. So I'm ending this. Stay tuned for more content. Maybe, I don't think I'm going to upload tomorrow since I got to drive back, to Charleston, so that's going to take me some time. And I just may not. I may upload some YouTube shorts. We'll see, but that's kind of the basics. So that's all. I'm Tristan, and hopefully I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.